Okay, let's say during the quarantine, I'm going to make a new goal that I want to meditate every day. But let's say that the first day, I want to start with 9 minutes of meditation. Okay, and then after that, I want to add 2 minutes of meditation time every day. Okay, so let's see what that would look like. So that's going to look like 9, then 11, that's my A1, that's my A2, then 13 on A3, and of course you could build up a sequence just like that if you want to. Okay, all right, so I just want to remind you of something, which is, of course, arithmetic sequences map really well with linear functions, okay? So, but in order to see this relationship fully, it's helpful to sort of go backwards a day. So even though I didn't do this, I could put that in parentheses maybe. I didn't do a day 0. Had I used the same progression, it would have been 7, okay? So like it would have been 0, 7 would have been that point, right? And then if I do one day, day 1, sorry, it's 9 minutes. Day 2, 11 minutes. Day 3, 13 minutes. What you see again is it's going to make a line, but it's only really going to be those points on the line that's really the sequence. And what you can tell, every day I progress, right? Like every day I go forward, so that's one day there, I add 2 minutes to my meditation time. So I go one day forward, I add 2 minutes to meditation time, etc. Okay, so the big thing to see is it really does map onto your knowledge that you already have. And so you're free to sort of use that knowledge and then go back and apply it to sequences. So what would that look like in terms of, so just writing it like this would be A sub n. Okay, now the thing is I'm actually going to use the 0 term when I write it like this, right? So A0 would actually be 7, okay? And then I'm going to use the slope at this point, right? So the slope is 2, okay? But it's really like, if you think about it, n days is here, okay? And this would be minutes of meditation time, right? Okay, so what I'm going to have is an additional like 2 minutes of meditation time for every day, right? And then like 7 was like kind of like the 0 day, which didn't exist. But anyway, but you can check that the formula actually works if you want to. Like I could check that the values I calculated by hand really match the formula. So I could plug in a value like 7, plug in A4. So it'd be 7 plus 2 times 4, can't do it today. It's going to be 7 plus 8, which is really 15, so that one checks. So again, you can always check these after you come up with the formula. You should double check, just plug in a value or two, see that the values that are known to be true actually work with the formula. But anyway, you could use this linear connection to map your knowledge forth. So, instead of like y equals mx plus b, what are you really substituting here? So if you think about it, this is going to be your an. It's going to be your sequence value for the nth term. What is your m is going to be really replaced with d, right? Because it's the y change that happens like with every advance of the sequence. Your n or your x is going to be replaced by the n. So your inputs are only integers n instead of continuous x values. And your b is kind of going to be like your a sub 0. Sorry, that frog in my mouth. Okay, anyway, so what does that look like? You can go ahead and rearrange it. It's going to look like A0 plus ND, which is one of the formulas that I gave you in the listing before. Alternatively, you can see that you could use A sub n equals A1 plus n minus 1 Ds. In fact, what you could do, if you're interested in, let's say I wanted to do A sub n, and let's say I only knew A sub 6, then I could do it like this, A sub 6, but I'd have to adjust it like this, okay? So if you get this last one, you could use that. Hopefully you see a tie-in between that and that. It's almost kind of like curve shifting. If you can think about it and relate it to like shifting graphs and so forth. But if it doesn't make any sense, don't worry about that last point. Most problems you can use these formulas, obviously with a little stepping forward and a little stepping backward, and you're able to get formulas that work for the problem and so forth. So good luck.